Hey baddies, so it's your girl Bevy with Hair Scripts, and on this channel I talk about the science behind hair growth and hair loss. They're not the same, so stop using them interchangeably. Really quickly, I'm gonna have to say this a lot because I have a lot of new subs. I basically was diagnosed with androgenetic alopecia back in 2019, lost about 60% coverage on my scalp of hair. I worked with a dermatologist and a dream team to basically restore, regrow my hair, get it back to some type of vivaciousness, and of course I have over a decade of sales and marketing experience in the pharmaceutical and dermatology industry, so I understand product pharmacology, the science of products, I understand clinical studies, la 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 la. So anyway, I really want to hone in on my focus on hair loss restoration, helping you to regrow hair after experiencing any form of hair loss, whether it's mild, moderate, or severe. Please understand, I talk about a lot of different things on this channel specific to hair, right, and scalp health, hair health and scalp health, whether it's product recommendations, reviews, all the fun stuff. But I want to get into the science a little bit more because I really want to help you to regrow your hair after experiencing hair loss. Okay, so this channel is for you if you have been losing your hair and you've tried everything, nothing else works, and now you're like, I'm done, I don't want to spend another dollar unless it's on things that are proven, science-based, and effective, right? So that's why you're here. Without further ado, the ingredient that we are highlighting today that is clinically studied, that is clinically proven to regrow hair, stop hair loss, is melatonin. Okay, melatonin, y'all. Before I go into what it is, for those of you who use it or use it for anything, you use it to help aid you with sleep, right? Because melatonin is typically used for things like insomnia and sleep disorders, jet lag, seasonal affective disorder, which is also considered SAD. Basically, you use it if you just need some help sleeping in the middle of the night. You can't sleep, so you need a little bit of melatonin. Psychiatrists and some neurologists tend to prescribe melatonin as some kind of natural remedy for natural sleep aid if you can't sleep. But believe it or not, there are clinical studies. I don't know who decided to check this out or look into this, but there are clinical studies that shows that melatonin is also safe and effective for hair growth, right? Hair growth and hair loss restoration, which is crazy. Like, you know, who thought of that, right? Who would have thought of that? So without further ado, let us jump right into the video and figure out how you can start using melatonin, implementing that into your hair growth regimen, your hair growth plan, to start seeing real results, and soon. Okay, so if you stay to the end of the video, my baddies who like to listen to me yap and stay to the end, you will get some tea on the best products right now with melatonin in them. Let's go. So first and foremost, so melatonin, first things first, is a natural hormone that actually occurs in the body, right? That's produced in your pineal gland, or pineal gland, and it's produced to help regulate your sleep-wake cycle. So typically, if this hormone is dysregulated in your body, you'll do something like take melatonin to help regulate melatonin in the body and help kind of get you into like a, you know, if you're having problems sleeping, right? But there's some exciting studies that should suggest that there are incredible benefits of melatonin for hair growth. Hey baddies, it's your girl Bevy, and I'm interrupting you really quickly because I have to ask this very important question. Why am I not at 100K subscribers yet? Let's keep it a buck. I'm giving you real content. I'm dropping game for free, and I have loads of comments, okay? Loads of comments from my baddies saying that my content has helped them on their path to hair regrowth, okay? Effective hair regrowth. So please, okay, help a sister out. Start liking, okay? Liking these videos to help me in the algorithm. Subscribe to this channel. Share this content with your friends that may or may not be honest about whether or not they need my help, okay? And most importantly, I'm dropping a hair growth serum very, very soon. Please click the link down in the description box, okay? And leave your information so that you can be the first to know. I'm about to turn the hair loss treatment, okay, space upside down on its head because the gatekeepers don't look like me, and I'm about to fix that, okay? I'm looking out for your interests. I'm really helping you because I really care. This is my mission, and I need your support. So that's all I had to say, okay? Continue on. So let's talk about those benefits of melatonin for hair growth, okay? So first things first is melatonin is proven to, and I'm gonna go into the study in a minute, is proven to promote hair growth. So studies suggest that melatonin may stimulate hair follicles, leading to increased hair growth. So if you know about your hair follicles, sometimes they can lay dormant, meaning that they are not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not giving what they're supposed to have gave, okay? So the hair follicles just wanna be lazy. They just wanna they just don't feel like doing that, and you upset at them with your constant years of over manipulation and chemical burns, and they're not jacking you anymore. So they're just laying there. So now melatonin can stimulate those follicles, give them a little massage, show them a little love, and let them know that that you still love them. And they perk back up, they get excited, and they start doing things like growing your hair. You know what I mean? So melatonin is also proven to combat hair loss. So it reduces your hair loss by inhibiting a hormone called DHT. Inhibiting means it stops the DHT in its tracks. DHT is basically responsible for thinning and balding. It is a testosterone derivative. So this hormone that is produced by testosterone really is responsible for something called follicular death, or the death of your hair follicles. So those dormant hair follicles that are acting like it don't jack you, DHT is gonna come and try to kill them. So you're like, no, wake up, follicle, wake up, because DHT is gonna try to kill you. So what typically happens with DHT, this is your hair follicle, and DHT comes and tries to suffocate the follicle and kill it. So this is DHT ready to come and kill that follicle, and this is the inhibitor, right? This is the melatonin, who's the DHT inhibitor, that comes and says, nah, stop that, chill, like you gotta go. Right, and now it can't work to suffocate the hair follicle. It's very powerful, it's very impactful. So that's what it does. And then of course it strengthens your hair. So melatonin's antioxidant properties can protect your hair from damage, breakage, making it stronger and more resilient. Antioxidants are really, really powerful in combating free radicals. Excuse my background. So free radicals, similar to DHT, is responsible for the death of your cells. DHT is more specific to your follicles, so it's really going straight for the follicle. DHT is like, they're coming straight for the follicle. Free radicals are responsible for cellular death throughout the entire body, right? So anything bad that is wreaking havoc on your body, stress, cortisol, any bad habits that you may have, like smoking, etc., is going to release free radicals into the body. Free radicals, I call them little demolition men that are going to come into the body and start to break down the cells. Good cells, not bad cells. So if you have bad cells for some reason, free radicals are like, yeah, you one of us. We just gonna leave you alone. But if you're a good cell, free radicals want to come in and destroy that, okay? So antioxidants are powerful. This is the free radical, which is the little demolition men that are coming to destroy the cell. And this is antioxidants that's like, we not about to do that. You know what I'm saying? Rock, paper, scissors, okay? So this is how melatonin works to to actually stimulate hair growth. So there's supporting hair growth. Excuse me, I'm sorry, my kids are in the background. There's supporting hair growth and there is stimulating hair growth. Supporting hair growth means, in English, it does nothing, but it doesn't hurt. Like if you're doing the things to kind of grow your hair, supporting hair growth is gonna say, yeah, we support you. Keep doing what you're doing. Stimulating is actually going to function underneath the shaft, the follicle, underneath the stem cells on a cellular level to really help to make your hair grow. So be mindful of products that say support hair growth. They're not doing anything particularly. They're just helping you do what you're already doing. Sometimes support can be like, oh girl, you cleaning? Keep cleaning, girl. I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna dirty the place while you cleaning, but I'm not gonna get up and help you clean. That's supporting. Whereas stimulating is coming in and actually stimulating your hair growth. 1 second, please. Okay, baddies, so there was a 2012 study on basically topical melatonin for the treatment of androgenetic alopecia, which I mentioned before is male and or female pattern baldness, okay, or female pattern hair loss. So let's talk about the 2012 study. Basically, it evaluated the efficacy and safety of topical melatonin solution in the treatment of androgenetic alopecia in 60 patients. patients. So the 60 patients were broken down into 30 men and 30 women, okay? Now, just so you know, for those of you who are wondering, it was 0.0033% topical melatonin solution, meaning it wasn't even 1%. So way less than a percent of topical melatonin solution on the scalp, okay? So patients applied the solution to their scalp once daily for 6 months. Let that settle in, let that sink in for my baddies who thinks that, oh my gosh, this product isn't working because I used it for 6 days, okay? For 6 days, heck, 6 weeks, and I don't see any results. And when it comes to hair loss and something as sophisticated as hair loss, with all the intricacies associated with hair loss, it takes time. Give yourself at least a minimum of 90 days to start seeing some form of results, and results are classified by different things. It's not necessarily hair growth. Results could be, you know, no longer seeing as much shedding, right, in 90 days. So it really takes time for these things to work. So stop looking in the mirror because you're not going to see peach fuzz right away. But anyway, these patients apply the solution to their scalp once daily for 6 months, and the primary outcome measured is basically, it's just basically the way that they can test the primary outcomes is by something called a pull test, right? So it's excuse my background noise, guys, because my kids are here. So anyway, it's by something called a pull test. The secondary outcome was basically, so the pull test basically is when they pull the hair, how much is actually falling and shedding from the root. That's the pull test. How much shedding is still happening. So that's the primary outcome. The secondary outcome is hair density. Is their hair much thicker after using melatonin? And what's, you know, is it thicker? Is it denser? And what's the scalp sebum production after the 6 months? So at the end of the study, 59.4, okay, nearly 60% of patients had a positive response to treatment. So their hair density increased significantly in both men and women. Hair thickness significantly in men, for some reason not in women. So melatonin had a better effect on men than it did in women. But anyway, I digress. Hair thickness increased significantly in men but not in women. Scalp sebum production decreased significantly both in men and women. Listen, scalp sebum production is the same like having oily skin, right? You don't want an excessive amount because overproduction of sebum on the face can cause acne breakouts. Overproduction of sebum on the scalp can cause scalp conditions like seborrheic dermatitis, like overgrowth of yeast and bacteria, dandruff, and other itchy, redness, scaly type skin scalp conditions that makes it hard for your hair to grow. So that's why you want to regulate the sebum production or the oil production on your scalp and on your face. And the treatment was well tolerated with no serious adverse events reported, okay? So basically, the conclusion of the study is that it found that topical melatonin is safe and effective treatment for androgenetic alopecia. It was associated with significant improvements in hair loss activity, hair density, and scalp sebum production. In English, it made the hair much thicker. It regulated the oils on the scalp, which made for a more conducive and healthy environment for scalp health, and it reduced shedding significantly. So the thickness, according to the study, in the 30 men was better than in the women, but overall melatonin has great clinical results. It has great efficacy to back the fact that it is powerful for hair loss treatment, okay, and hair growth. So safety, like with anything, patch test, always make sure that your skin can tolerate it, your scalp can tolerate it. 90% of people can tolerate it. Maybe you're one of the 10 who cannot. So with anything, if you patch test it, if you use it and it starts to irritate you, cause redness, itchiness, flaking, inflammation, stop using it. Duh, right? Yeah, that's really it, you know, for the most part. Now, do I think you should use melatonin for hair growth? Absolutely. I think it's 100% hair scripts approved. It has clinical studies and clinical data to back it. It's extremely efficacious, and I think that overall, the way that it works, the way that it functions to work, and the benefits for hair growth is all worth it. So you should absolutely utilize products that have melatonin in it for hair growth. That's how I feel. And you know, listen, just for kicks and giggles, some other ingredients that if you pair it with the melatonin will optimize and accelerate your hair growth, consider using it with, you know, keratin, saw palmetto, and niacinamide, okay? They all have different benefits for hair growth. I'm not gonna get into them right now, but I would absolutely 1000% use these ingredients combined together. And there is a couple serums, literally a couple, 2 serums that I have in mind that has some of these combined together. So Scandinavian Biolabs Hair Growth Serum have many of these ingredients combined together to optimize and optimize the benefits of melatonin and to also accelerate hair growth. And of course, the Hair Scripts by Baddies, the Hair Scripts Serum, Hair Growth Serum, that's going to be launching very, very soon. Be on the lookout, baddies, for that. That also has melatonin in it, okay? The serum. So anyway, for those of you who stayed to the end, I told you I'll give you a list of products that has melatonin in it. And I'm just going to step aside and just, you know, because I got to shorten this video. It's already too long. I was going to say it's too tall, but it's already too long. And I just wanted to give you guys a list of products that has the melatonin in it that you can run out and buy. Absolutely go out and buy it because it's a clinically proven ingredient for hair growth and hair loss restoration. And I mean, listen, why not? Why not start spending money on science-backed, evidence-based treatments and ingredients that's gonna work for you? I'm just saying. Anyway, baddies, that is the video. If you have any more ingredients you want me to look at, products you want me to review, etc., please leave your comments down below. Bye.